Today, we will explore the life and path to immortality of Han Xiang, born with raw supernormal abilities that gradually revealed their powers to him. He took a path of developing and advancing these skills, eventually becoming one of the 8 Immortals of Chinese mythology. But what other secrets does Han Xiang hold? Han Xiang is also known as Han Xiangzi, so they would add a zi at the end of his name. That's used to show respect. For instance, Kongzi, Confucius, has a zi at the end. Or Laozi, the founder of Taoism, also has a zi at the end. Now, Han Xiangzi was born during the Tang Dynasty. Han Xiangzi is traditionally believed to be the great-nephew of the famous Tang Dynasty poet and philosopher Han Yu. Now, some historians question this connection, but stories of Han Xiangzi often reference Han Yu, grounding the legend in historical records. In fact, Han Yu wrote several poems mentioning a young relative named Han Xiang, including the famous 左迁至兰官氏侄孙香 left relocation to Lan Pass, or 速增江口氏侄孙江, poem for my nephew at Zengjiang Port. These works add depth to the lore surrounding Han Xiang's early life. However, Han Xiang was more drawn to the mystical path of Taoism than to traditional scholarship. Legends described Han Xiang as a mischievous and carefree student. According to the ancient records from the book Youyang Zazu, Han Xiang was once sent to study at a temple, but his antics frustrated even the most patient monks. He claimed he could change the color of flowers and conjure wine instantly, and he often did, to everyone's amazement. This cheeky behavior didn't go unnoticed. Though exasperated, Han Yu praised his nephew's talents in a poem, marveling at his so-called heavenly skills. Han Xiang was seemingly born with raw abilities, but they were not especially refined. He was fascinated with learning the Tao or the Way, and honed his supernatural abilities, developing a unique gift: the power to make peonies bloom instantly with just a thought. One winter, Han Xiangzi presented his uncle with a flower, a blooming peony, its petals inscribed with the cryptic verse, "Clouds cross Qinling, where is home? Snow engulfs Lan Pass, the horse halts. 云横秦岭家何在？雪拥蓝关马不前." Han Yu, baffled at the time, later realized its meaning during his trip to Chaozhou as he traveled through Lan Pass amid heavy snow. Han Xiangzi suddenly appeared, reciting the same verse. This ability to see the future solidified his legendary status, connecting his mystical powers to his uncle's fate. Throughout China today, sites like the Xiangzi Qiao or the Xiangzi Bridge in Chaozhou and temples dedicated to Han Xiangzi celebrate this legacy. These places keep the spirit and stories alive. Lu Dongbin, one of the most prominent of the 8 Immortals, saw from afar the great inner qualities that Han Xiangzi possessed and took him as a disciple, teaching him the ways of the Tao. One of the most famous legends about Han Xiang tells of his visit to the celestial palace of Xiangmu, the Queen Mother of the West. Guided by Lu Dongbin, Han Xiang marveled at the legendary peach tree that blossomed only once every 3,000 years. Its fruit, the peaches of immortality, Xiantao, granted eternal life to anyone lucky enough to eat one. At Lu Dongbin's request, Han Xiang climbed the sacred tree to retrieve one of these divine peaches. But fate took an unexpected turn. Han Xiang slipped and fell from the tree. Yet in that fleeting moment, before hitting the earth, he achieved immortality, transforming into one of the 8 Immortals. His mastery of the flute became legendary. It's said his music could calm the fiercest storms. It's also said that his music was so enchanting that animals would stop in their tracks to listen. Birds would perch nearby, and even the wind seemed to harmonize with his tunes. Han Xiangzi's melodies were a reflection of his inner harmony and connection to the Tao. In addition to his music, Han Xiang was a patron of nature. He could summon blossoms in the blink of an eye, turning barren landscapes into vibrant gardens. This talent symbolized his harmony with the Tao and his appreciation for the beauty of the natural world. Han Xiang's image is iconic, a refined gentleman holding a long flute, symbolizing harmony and transcendence. As one of the Eight Immortals, he represents art and music, inspiring countless tales and works of art through the ages. While Han Xiang was celebrated for his musical and magical talents, some legends hint at his unpredictability and fiery temper. This dual nature made him a complex figure, embodying both the chaos and beauty of the human spirit. Han Xiang remains a beloved figure, especially among musicians. As the patron of music, his story reminds us of the power of art to heal, inspire, and connect us to the divine. Han Xiang's flute is said to soothe the soul and banish evil. He joins his immortal companions in legendary feats like crossing the sea using their magical treasures. The Eight Immortals are believed to reside on the mystical islands of Penglai, Fangzhang, and Yingzhou in the East China Sea. These enchanted realms of eternal life serve as their sanctuaries, where they study, revel, and occasionally journey to the mortal world to share Taoist wisdom. Han Xiang's life offers timeless lessons. His ability to create beauty out of nothing reflects the Taoist ideals of balance and harmony. His music symbolizes the power of creativity to transcend the mundane and touch the eternal. In the end, Han Xiang teaches us that immortality isn't just about living forever. It's about leaving a legacy of beauty, creativity, and inspiration that resonates across generations. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the life of Han Xiang, the musical prodigy of the Eight Immortals. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tales on Chinese mythology. Stay tuned for our next exploration of the Ba Xian or Eight Immortals. And until then, may your days be filled with harmony and inspiration. 再见.